What's up? What's up? Long time no see, I know, but today I figured I'd come back and play some of the popular NBA computer games out there like Hoop Grids, Poeltl, and the Jump Shot Guessing Game. So I'm going to play all three of those for you today and test my ball knowledge and see how much I got and how I do today. All right, first up, we're going to start with some hoop grids, and then I'll probably pivot to Poeltl and the jump shot game, and then maybe end with another hoop grids. Who knows? But first up, I do want to start with hoop grids, and I'm going to be playing the hoop grids archive. Usually, I like to play hoop grids when I'm like really bored or something like that. So I'll play like occasionally, but I never thought to do a video on it, so that changed today. So I'm going to go through some of the archives of the hoop grids and see how I do. All right, first up, we got all Sacramento Kings. I think this is the first one I've ever done that was just one team for every box. All right, so let's see how I do. Now, usually my strategy, again, like most people, I understand that the more rare the player, the better. And my goal is to at least have the whole hoop grid at the light blue tier of players, okay? Now, of course, that doesn't always happen, but I definitely think I can pull some vintage Sacramento Kings. And obviously, the way my mind works, I try to think of who was on the end of the bench from as far back as my hoop knowledge goes. So this will be pretty interesting. All right. So a couple names coming to mind out the gate. So let's see if who remembers Pooh Jeter. See if we can put him on here. Okay, he's at 19%. See, I knew he wasn't going to be like a unicorn or something like that because, those who really know remember Pooh Jeter. Another name I thought of is another point guard. He might even play a combo guard, but I think he was a legit point guard. I think he was like 5'11". We're going to go Yogi Ferrell. Let's see what his number is. Okay, so 76%. Okay, see, we not bad. We not bad. Two out the gate. Two out the gate with the light blue. So we going pretty strong. But again, there's plenty of game left. All right, let's go with another one. Let's see if the streets remember Dante Green. See, he's even lower than Pooh Jeter. Yeah, people forget about Dante Green, man. If you played NBA 2K10, Dante Green was dunking all over the place. Okay, he was ahead of his time in that sense. It's 6'9", I think, 6'10" even. Small ball power forward, could play the three. He was decent. He was decent. But yeah, I always think of him as well. Random name that came to mind. I don't even remember if he was ever a Sacramento King, but I felt like he was one of those end of the bench kind of journeymen. Did Francisco Elson play for the Sacramento Kings ever? There he is. Let me see. Okay, he did not play for the Kings. Okay, so I know Francisco Garcia did. Let's just see. Let me see. Oh, he actually got okay. Well, he's actually light blue. I figured Francisco Garcia would be gold. I feel like people do remember him, and he was on some of the mid 2000s Kings team stuff like that, where they were kind of in the playoffs and then they were fading out. So, I think I'm actually surprised he light blue. I'm actually okay. So now here's where it gets interesting. Okay, we got four names right there, but this is where it gets interesting because I really got to dig. Another person that comes to mind in that 2009 draft class was a gentleman by the name of Jason Thompson. And he also was with the Warriors with Steph Curry. So not only was he in the same draft class as Steph Curry, but he did end up getting to play with him for a little bit. Let's see what his color is. And once again, we have another light blue. Okay, my strategy, we starting off kind of good. At least by my standards, we starting off kind of good. Now I want to get a little bit deeper in the bag. I want to see who else because those names are easy, but then I want to see how if I can go a little bit further back because a lot of these players are more my era. Where I had the memory of watching these guys. But I do kind of want to go a little bit back to when I was a kid, and even if I wasn't watching basketball every day, I did have a lot of knowledge of the game. Let me see. But again, nobody was watching the Kings back then, man. I can't even blame myself. Trying to think who was a sleeper on those teams with when Ron Artest was still there and Kevin Martin, right? Like I want to see, another name comes to mind. I think a lot of people know who this is, and he might break my streak. But we're gonna go Beno Udre. I never really knew how to say his name, and he is also light blue though. Okay, I'm rolling with this. Okay, but I pretty much got like the 2010 Kings right here. I kind of want to get some from other eras. Let me see if I could pull. Let's see if there's any sleepers out there. Ooh, well, somewhat of a sleeper, but Chuck Hayes did play for the Kings at some point in his career. I think towards the end. Okay, he's the lowest percentage player that we have so far. So This Kings one is going really good. This Kings one's going really good. Not bad for the first one. Chuck Hayes is on there. Let's see if people remember this. In his final season, Caron Butler was on that Kings roster. He's even lower than Chuck Hayes. Okay, we gotta cook it. We gotta cook it. We gotta cook it. Okay, one box left. One box left. It has to be light blue. All right, Des. All right, Des. See, I don't want to go Omri Caspi. I know what you might be thinking. Nah, people remember Omri Caspi. Trying to think who was out there. Let me think. Okay, now I'm just kind of pulling names just to see. Was Jarvis Hayes on the Sacramento Kings at all? Okay, he was not. Okay, what about was it Stephen Graham? Now I'm pulling people, but I don't have the memory of them being on the team. But sometimes in hoop grids I get a little lucky and I can make it work. Was his name Mario West? I'm trying to think of other guys that were kind of, like I said, a lot of sleeper journeymen struggling to make a team. Okay, none of those guys were. There is somebody that I'm thinking of, and I like see their face, but I can't even think of their name. Oh shoot, was Mikey Moore on the Kings? Mikey Moore was on the Kings, right? Yes, all light blue. All light blue. I will take that for the first one. I will absolutely take that. Okay, for the all Sacramento Kings. Let's go, Des. Let's go. Let's go. Comment below who you were thinking of. Maybe I missed some people. Maybe I could have got a unicorn. Who knows? But I think that's a solid first one. I think that's a solid first one. We got the all light blue. What was the percentage on that? Your score is better than 48% of grids. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it wasn't that good compared to the global reach. Maybe my ball knowledge ain't really like that, but we shall see. Okay, now this has more variety. I like it. Okay, so we got some LA in here. We got some stats in here. So this should be very interesting. Okay, so who is somebody that played for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers? Now, first name that came to mind instantly is Montrezl Harrell. Obviously, a lot of people know who that is. He's not going to be light blue. Let's see, who else can we go with? Caron Butler could also fit with this grid as well. He played with the Lakers and he played with the Clippers. Trying to think of who else might be out there. So again, sleeper folks. Lou Williams would be good for this one, but again, trying to go more rare. Oh shoot, did Chris Mim? Maybe I'm thinking, but you know what? Chris Mim played for the Celtics. That's probably what I'm thinking of. But let me see. Did he play for the? Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, I had it right. I knew he played for the Lakers and one of their rivals, but I didn't know. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I could go Nick Young. Again, this is an easy pull. I try to go more rare than that. See, yeah, he's gold. I want to change that. Come on, Des. Let's see. Oh shoot, Jordan Farmar did. Unless I'm really tweaking, I could have sworn. Yup. Boom. 68%. I'll take that. Unless somebody else comes to mind down the line. I'll take that. Okay. Who played for the Lakers and had at least one block per game for a season? This is interesting. Stats are always interesting on hoop grids because I like to see you can pull a name and not even realize that they probably average a block per season. And again, it doesn't have to be that they got a block per game with the Lakers. They just have to had played for the Lakers and at some point in their career got a block per game. So I'm going to go right out the gate. I'm going to go Brian Grant. There's a few names we can pull here, but I'm going to go Brian Grant. Boom, 14%. See, let's get it. Okay, Lakers and 5 assists per game for a season. Okay, 74 possible players. You would kind of think that more Lakers would have got 5+ assists per game, but I get it. They had Magic who was getting a lot of assists, and when you got Kobe out there, it's not much room for somebody else to get assists. So let's see what we got. Again, you could think Smush Parker. I do want to try Steve Blake because he may not have done it with the Lakers, but he probably did it with the Blazers. Let's see. Steve Blake. Oh, he's gold at 2%. Yeah, we got to fix that. Okay. All right, let's think of other point guards. Let's see. Again, we really hitting home runs here, but I got to try Chucky Atkins. 18%. Dang, now I got to Google that when he got 5 assists per game. Interesting. Okay, let's go. Clippers, 250 plus assists in a season. So total assists, 138 possible players. Clippers is very interesting. I could go Milos Teodosic. I know I butchered that, but real ones know he's probably on here. Pablo Prigioni is probably on here. Here, let's just try both of those and see who has the lower one. Okay, Pablo did not, which I kind of understand. He was at the end of his career there and was backing up Chris Paul. Probably didn't happen. Milos definitely did. You can't tell me he didn't. He did not. Okay, clearly 250 assists is more than I think it is. Okay, Des, let's go back. Okay, well, I know I could put somebody here. I know I could put Chauncey Billups here, but again, that's very easy. That's a very easy pull. Let's go Darren Collison. Decent. I still want to try. Okay, 62% is not bad. Let me go random again. I know he wasn't this type of player, but let's just see. Randy Foye. Okay, yup, his is even lower than Derek Collison. So we're gonna go Randy Foye right there. And then we have to get somebody who got 250 assists and a block per game in a season. Very interesting, because in some ways you could go again on the really easy path and you could say D Wade did this, you could say Michael Jordan did this, obviously, but at the same time you want to pick big man, because who was somebody that could easily get a block but also dish the rock a little bit. Let me, I don't know. I don't know why he came to mind. What about Andrew Bynum? Okay, yeah, that definitely didn't happen. Okay, I'm tweaking. I know I'm tweaking. Okay. And again, for all my Bulls fans out there, my fellow Chicagoland area folks, shout out to you. I am thinking of Joakim Noah. I'm also thinking of Brad Miller, but I wonder if there's just easier names. Is there a more rare name, rather? A more rare name than those guys? I don't know why he came to mind. Am I tripping for going Eddie Curry? You darn right, Desmond. You darn right. Okay, let's see. So, okay, if Randy Foye is on here for assist, that means it has to be like impressive for a big man, right? So it's got to be around like maybe 3 or 4 assists per game. And see, they're gonna make me do it, but I don't want to choose him because he'll probably be silver. Lamar Odom had to do this. Oh, but he's actually light blue. I'll take it. Okay. That's fair. Name wise, I would love to go more rare, but I think stat wise, people sleep on that. Okay. 250 assists and now 5 assists per game for a season. Okay, so over 400 possible players. This could be a lot of different point guards. And like I said, this is usually when I tend to go as ultra rare as I possibly can. Somebody I always like to pick on in Hoop Grids who is decent in these categories is Aaron Brooks. He was 16%. Okay, see, I want to see if I can get even more rare than that, though, and try to get a unicorn. Or if not a unicorn, definitely want the purple filter. Let's see, because you could pick a lot of point guards. I'm gonna go, man. Let's just go crazy. Let's just go crazy with Anthony Carter. Boom, unicorn. Holla at your boy, Anthony Carter, father of Devin Carter. Let's go, man. I told you it's the end of the bench role players, man. Shout out Anthony Carter, man. Former Nugget. He played on a lot of different teams, but he got me the unicorn. Let's get it. We killing. Okay, an NBA All-Star for the Los Angeles Clippers. This is nice. And NBA All-Stars are always so tough because you want to pick somebody rare. I'm gonna see this. Hold on. Did Jamal McGlure ever play for the Clippers? See, some of these do. I remember their main team, but sometimes I kind of sleep on towards the end of their career. Yeah, Jamal McGlure did not play for the Clippers. Okay. Look, we got transparent, man. We got to put the L's in here as well. Okay. NBA All-Star for the Clippers. Okay. We're not doing PG. We're not doing Kawhi. It should have been Lou Will. Let's see. Can't do Blake. Can't do DeAndre Jordan. Can't do Chris Paul. Even if I go back to the 2000s. I could. Let's see. Let's go Danny Manning. Even though I don't anticipate him being light blue. Yeah, see, he's gold. I don't like that. Okay. Come on, Des. Who else was on the Clippers? And that's the thing. I have a much harder time with the Clippers when they first came into the league, obviously, than the Clippers like after 2003. Dang, this is tough. Oh, I know somebody. Let's just do it. But again, I don't think he's going to be light blue. I'd be very surprised if he's light blue. Chris Kaman. Yeah, he's way more than. Yeah, man. Okay. So now I think this is the point where I have to look at people who played for the Clippers that were sleepers, but were all stars at some point in their career. I got to come back to that. Who was the NBA All Star that got 1 block per game? Again, I should probably do Jamal McGlure for this one. Dang, he's gold. Wow. Okay. Now we gotta see. Then we gotta get a little more rare. We gotta get a little more rare with it. Then who else was like this? Who else was a sleeper All Star? Who else just barely made the team? Ooh, not to say he barely made the team, but David Lee comes to mind. David Lee wasn't defending like that though, was he? Right? Yeah, I knew I was tripping. Wouldn't hurt to try Tyson Chandler. People forget 2013 All Star. Yep, light blue. I'll take it. I could probably do better, but I'll take it. Okay, I want to go back. We got to go back to this Clippers one. It's really making me mad, and it's 58 possible people. So it tells me that they couldn't have done it while they were a Clipper. I'm trying to go back in the this ain't the best pick. Let's just get the juices flowing with Baron Davis. Yeah, I'm having trouble with this box. I mean, Corey Maggette, but I don't remember him. Was he like 04 or 05, one of those? Yeah, see, no, he didn't. Okay, either I'm just really okay, let's do this. He was there for a little bit. Rondo, yeah, it's tough. This box is really tough. This box is really tough because a lot of the Clippers have journeymen. Like even Baron Davis is the lowest one out of the bunch. Like that's crazy to me. Um, and again, forgive me. Again, I'm not like Nerd Sesh. Shout out to those guys. I'm not. I'm sure they could pull a name from the Clippers' inaugural season. I'm not that crazy with it. I like my ball knowledge, but I ain't that crazy with it. I'm gonna just roll with Baron Davis because he's the lowest. We'll take that L. Comment who you thought of in the chat that I didn't get. Last box, NBA All Star 5 assists a game. This should be a little easy. This should be definitely easier. Let's go with. Man, I'm going vintage, man. I'm going vintage. Let's go with Mark Aguirre. I know he was more of a scorer. Did he ever get 5 assists? Yeah, nah. No. Did Mark Aguirre, hold up. Did Mark Aguirre ever play for the. I know he played for the Pistons. I know he played for the Mavs. Did he ever play for the Clippers? I think it's. Is it too far out? I think that's off his. Oh, he did. We came in clutch with Mark Aguirre. I knew I wasn't tweaking. I had a feeling he was a Clipper. Yes. So we got the purple joint. We got a unicorn. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. We got one. Look at that. Look at the clutchness, man. Look at the clutch gene. Come on, man. Okay, now we can chill out. We can relax a little bit. We can relax, man. Let's just go. Was Hershey Hawkins ever an All Star? Am I tweaking? Hershey Hawkins? Yeah, okay, I'm tripping. Or he may have been All Star, but he didn't get the 5 assists. I can understand that. Okay. Ooh, I like that. We came in clutch with Mark Aguirre. Okay. Now we got to get this last one. Ooh, did he? I think it was 4. I don't think it was 5. Did Joakim did he crack 5? He did. Light blue, 19%. Let's go. What a hoop grid that was. Wow. That was better than 76% of grids. That's more like it. Anthony Carter and the Mark Aguirre pool surely helped me out there. Okay, I like that, man. I will take this. We struggled there with that Clippers one, but I will take this, man. I will take this. All right, so of course in Poeltl, you got 8 tries to guess a player by just guessing names. Let's see. I know there's a time limit too. I'm not really tripping off that. Let me just see. Okay, first person that literally came to mind was Tyler Hero. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we know that they're in the East and they are in the Southeast Division and they are a guard. Okay, they are shorter than 6'5", and their number is lower than 14. Okay, those are some solid clues. Okay, so of course the big thing with this is we got the division, right? So okay, I'm gonna trust that my microphone is still working. I don't know what the heck just happened in the middle of that recording, but hopefully it just doesn't sound like I'm in my room and it actually sounds like I'm going through the microphone. I don't know. I hate when Riverside does that to me, but we shall see. Hopefully, I can use the footage still. So after knocking out the Miami Heat, we have the Wizards, we have the Hornets, we have the Magic, and we have the Hawks. Okay, so Let's see if a lower number than 14 and they are in guard. Shoot, hold on. Is it Trae Young? Don't let it be that easy. Wow. In two guesses, it's Trae Young. Wow. And that's a daily game. So yeah, we're done with Poeltl. That was easy. I think that's the fastest that I've got. I don't play Poeltl that much, so I think that's the fastest I've ever gotten. But I'm surprised they just went with Trae Young with the star pick right there. Jump shot game is dope, but I be struggling sometimes. I'm not gonna hold you. So there's a warning. So let's do the current one, and then we'll do the classic one. But that looks like Andrew Wiggins. That set point and that follow through looks exactly like Andrew Wiggins. But it's the back pedal that makes me think it's somebody else. Exactly, it's Andrew Wiggins. Oh man, it could get. See, sometimes it could just be we getting crazy. I think they know that I'm recording and they want me to look good because some days I be struggling. I ain't gonna hold you. But that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's go to Jump Shot Classic. I was struggling the other day. The other day it was Tyson Chandler and I was struggling, and that's obviously Lou Will. The cross, they didn't even without the crossover, you would have been able to tell. But that's Lou Will all day. Yeah. Wow. I was struggling the other day. It was Tyson Chandler, and I'm like, in all my years watching basketball, as much as I love Tyson Chandler, who he is as a player, never seen him take a jump shot. So I had no idea what his jump shot looked because I always seen him ripping the rim off with his thunderous dunks. Okay, never seen him take a jump shot, and lo and behold, the clip they got was when he was playing with the Mavericks. So I'm like, of course, Rick Carlisle. They had Dirk over there, and obviously, eventually, down the decade later, they get Chris Stapps. Rick Carlisle likes stretch big, so it's no secret he let Tyson shoot a couple middies. But I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, those two were very easy. I'm a little annoyed by that, especially because they're daily games. But it's whatever. All right, I was having some technical difficulties with my audio, so it should be back right now. I apologize for that small part in the video that did not capture the good audio, but that content was too good for me to not just include in there. I want y'all to get this footage, so I appreciate you bearing with me with that. But we left off with this hoop grids where we got Bob Sura in the middle square for playing for the Hawks and the Rockets, and I was over here trying to figure out 200 personal fouls in a season and somebody who played for the Hawks at some point in their career. Oh, I know one of the Collins twins were Hawks. I don't know how much I don't even know if they played that much. Was it Jason? Jason Collins, 200 plus personal fouls in the season, played for the Hawks once. 20% light blue. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go back to this first box though, because this was giving me trouble. Somebody that played for the Hawks and the Cavs, not named Kyle Korver. Let's see. No, he didn't. Did he? Did Brevin Knight play for the Hawks? He did. Brevin Knight, let's go. Let's go. I love when my Rolodex, there we go, brain. There we go. When my NBA Rolodex and my brain are on the same page, it's trouble for hoop grids. It's trouble. We having a good day right here. We having a good day right here. Okay. They tried to mess us up with the audio, but we back, baby. We back. Okay. you gotta step away, I guess, for a little bit. Heat and Cavs, not D Wade. Let's start there. I'm not doing Zydrunas Ilgauskas either. I feel like a lot of people remember that. I'm not going to do Big Z. Trying to think a guy. Oh, Damon Jones. I know he did. Let's see though. Let's see what the color's like. Damon Jones. I'll take it. I'll take it. Long as we getting all light blue. Long as we getting all light blue, I'll take it. Let's go Heat and Rockets. This is also interesting. I could do Joe Johnson right here. Again, I feel like people do remember that though, so I'm not gonna roll with that. I'm not gonna do Shane Battier. Feel like people remember that. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. Rafer did though. Skip did, didn't he? Skip played for the Heat. Oh, but he's too. Ouch. Yeah, we not rolling with that. I mean, good pull, but we could do a lot better. We could do a lot better. 35, only 35 possible players. So maybe we might not be able to do better. Let's see. Random name. I'm gonna shoot in the dark with David Wesley. Okay, yeah, he was not on the Heat. I figured. Like I said, I gotta go. I gotta think about it. I gotta think through it sometimes. You never know where these guys may have had stints in their careers, especially before I was born. I'm going major crazy right here. Scott Padgett. Yeah, he didn't play for the Heat. I was pushing my hot hand, I guess, with Scott Padgett for sure. As a T-Mac fan, I know who Scott Padgett is. See, there was that period. I know Kyle Lowry did, but I know his has to be more than Ray for Austin, right? I'd be very surprised if his is lower than Ray for Austin. Okay, yeah, way too high. Yeah, we not even doing that. We not even doing that. I shouldn't even type the name in. Shouldn't even type the name in. And it's that Heat. It's the Heat one that's getting me. I'm thinking of rare Rockets, but they have not played for the Heat, and that's what's getting me right here. Dang, I gotta come back. I gotta come back to this. I gotta come back to that one. 200 personal fouls in a season and played for the Heat. I could definitely go Hassan Whiteside, but again, that's way too modern. Let's go Michael Doliak. He was off the bench though, but he did do it. He did do it. Wow, 24%. Interesting. I guess that's about right. I guess that's about right, but I'm a little bit surprised. And the category I don't like. Played in the 2020s. Okay. We know Rondo played past 2020. We know that. He was on several teams. And I know one of those teams was the Cavs. But Hoop Grids, again, is he too modern? Yes, he is. Almost 1.8%. Almost. Well, 1.08%. Almost. That's going to be tough though, because it's past 2020, and sometimes I'll admit some the rosters have increased. They've been able to fit more players on teams with all these Exhibit 10, two-way, all these different contracts. So it's a lot harder it's a lot easier for me to forget some of these guys who are on the bench, end of the bench, as opposed to my childhood when the NBA was dead set on having 12 to 15 guys on a team. Ooh, okay. Oh, did he? Did Marquise? Yes, he did. Marquise Chris did. Okay, I'll take it. It's light blue. I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. Shout out Marquise Chris. Played in the 2020s for the Houston Rockets. I could go Isaiah Hartenstein, but again, he's played well the last couple of years, so I feel like people are gonna do their research and stuff like that. People have done their research. They know his story. I feel like they're gonna remember that. I mean, shoot. Let's go Daniel House. Yeah, see, people remember him. They had that brother playing what? They had that brother playing center at some point, I thought, right? That's why a lot of people remember him. Right? Like Russ, PJ Tucker. Like you can get those guys. I guess Ben McLemore. Ben McLemore. See, he closer to Daniel House. That's crazy. See, Ben McLemore might just be as best as I can get. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. And I know Marquise Chris could also fit in this one. So if I could think of another Cav, I might be able to move Marquise to this box and put the Cav in the other box. I'm going to try that real quick. I'm going to try that and see how it impacts the grid. Let's do iHeart for the Cavs. Okay, he's still light blue. And then Marquise Chris for the Rockets then. Still light blue. Okay, I'll take it. See, that's how you can do it with Hoop Grid sometimes. When you kind of get that cross pollination there between teams. Oh, I don't think Wayne Ellington ever played for the Rockets, did he? Yeah, man, I'm tweaking. I'm telling you, I'm either getting one or the other. And it's insane to me. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. I'm gonna keep Rafer. Oh, I knew. Okay, Kelly Olynyk. I mean, he's less than Rafer. I gotta take that L. You can't win them all, man. I gotta take that L. Played in the 2020s and got more than 200 fouls. First person comes to mind is Jaren Jackson. I know he did that, but yeah, we can't do that. Why not? I don't think he got this many fouls. Yeah, let's try another one. I need to pick big men for this one, but sometimes, like I said, I go for names too. Mo Harkless at 16%. I got that one. All right, not bad, man. I really wish we could have got that middle one. But to be 73% and still have a gold right there, I'll take it. And we'll end it right there too. We'll end it right there. They stumped me, but we'll get it. But I'm telling you, I might end up Googling who are those 35 players, and somebody on there is gonna make me mad that I didn't think of it. And hopefully not it was something where that was just right in front of my face, and I couldn't get it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun testing my ball knowledge. We had some really good highlights, and I appreciate you bearing with me through the audio issues. But if you like this video, please let me know if you want me to upload more of these kind of videos on my channel. I'll be happy to do that. This was fun to do. It kind of just came out of nowhere, and I figured it'd be fun to do. So, but either way, be sure to do all those good things, man. Like, subscribe, share, follow your boy, comment, let me know what you think. But until the next video, peace.